Guys, let's do something that we did it in May, and it was like 7 out of 10. Yeah,
mediocre.
We did it there with the Spanish audience. 8.
I give them a 7.5.
Yeah,
no
7.5. Okay, but I want 10 out of 10. This is our last
There's
presentation.
more of us as well.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
So, I think a few of you, we did it the last time in May, but we are going to do something really cool. Okay, we are going to start like this. Okay, and we are going to be like really low and then higher, and then they have to notice like vibrating here. Okay, can we do this? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so let's start. Oh, 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 louder. Oh, oh. Yeah! Great, guys, great. Okay. 10 out of 10?
Definitely.
Okay, thank you, guys. Let's start with prospecting systems, tools and hacks to get the CEO's email and phone number. Who on earth are Marcel Garcia and Tamara Wilkes? Well, we have, as Petri said, an agency, marketing agency focused on real estate. Okay, we are more than 20 people around the world working remotely, as you can see. But we also have an adventure side. Okay, as you can see, we went to Bali, Ibiza. Well, Tamara forgot to wax that day. Then, for example, in that freezing.
Remember? Killian and I spoke, and I was really pissed at Marcel. So Killian was like, "I'll sort you out. I'll get him in a nice bath." He suffered.
Yeah, thank you, Killian.
Suffered.
Okay, so yeah, we have this adventure side, and you will be wondering, okay, how do we manage an agency working remotely with more than 20 people while traveling and having fun? Who can answer this?
Systems.
And?
There's another word.
And?
Automation.
So the answer is?
Processes?
Huh? No, the answer is? Systems and?
Automation.
Okay, he's the winner.
Okay.
Okay, the first gift for him. A round of applause for, what was your name again? Justin? Yeah, we love to party, guys, so. Justin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Justin. Here you go. I'm sorry,
Okay.
it might flatten your hair for a little bit.
So yeah, with systems and automations, this was in the month of August, and we automated almost 5,000 tasks. And for example, we have here automations in Zapier that you set it up for 14 minutes, and you can save 1.2 hours per week. Okay, and this is like my favorite tool, where I can get a lot of hours back, and we can travel, have fun, going to Ibiza. So the agenda for today, main takeaways: how to create SOPs in order to properly delegate the prospecting system, the blueprint.
The 5 best tools to scrape all the decision makers' information.
How to build a prospecting team, our framework to hire and onboard new members.
And 3 cool hacks to implement when you're struggling with getting emails and phone numbers.
Okay. Who wants another gift? What is prospecting? Who knows this?
Finding the leads.
Oh, more or less.
More or less.
Another one? Come on, you don't want another gift?
Searching for new clients, for new leads.
Reaching out to cold audiences.
For
cold audiences.
cold? More or less. If you want to describe it.
Prospecting is the process of initiating and developing a new business by sending for potential customers, clients, or buyers for your products or services. The goal is to move these prospects through the flywheel until they connect to revenue-generating customers.
And this is a definition from HubSpot. Okay. So yeah, more or less. Let's go with this next
Lead
question.
versus prospect. So they're very similar terms, but they don't mean the exact same. There is a difference. I wonder if anybody knows the difference.
Oh, who knows what is a lead?
How you'd separate a lead from a prospect.
Someone? No?
Lead is one and prospect is four.
No.
But
Yeah, going along that
Yeah.
path, but not quite.
Lead is already on your list, maybe, or you have the correct data. And prospect, it's your customer audience, for example. So
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, closer.
yeah. Give him a
Okay.
gift. Come on, a round of applause. Okay. So leads are potential customers who've expressed interest in your company through behaviors like visiting our website,
You get a
subscribing to our
different
blog, or
Save this
signing-
one just for you. It's got little lights too.
or signing up for a free trial. And then we have prospect. We have lead, okay? What is a prospect then? When we are trying to get the right prospects into the company. So, no one? Okay. Prospects are leads that are qualified and therefore align with your target audience and buyer personas, okay? And why is sales prospecting important with these definitions? Someone?
Like saving time during sales calls and all this.
Okay, that's
Or having higher sales rates.
okay. Another answer?
Finding opportunities.
Okay, and
To not work with the wrong people.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
those three. Yeah, three gifts.
Three?
Another round of
Do we
applause,
have
guys. Thank you
three?
very much. Okay.
How am I supposed to remember?
Huh? How many gifts do we have? A lot, right?
We have three, so
Three? Okay.
maybe we should.
Great. So prospecting allows you to identify good fit customers for your business. Okay, this is the main goal. This means finding leads
I
who
don't
truly
even
need your
remember, but
product
it's
or
definitely-
service to solve their challenges and pain points. Okay,
extra
that's
British,
the definition of prospecting. Okay, so 71% of buyers wants to hear from sellers early in the buying process, and top performers in sales prospecting generate 3 times more sales meetings
Oh, you're together.
than the rest. So prospecting for us in the agency is a really important department. Huh?
That was not planned. Can I just say?
Pechi, gorgeous.
there's a line.
Okay, sorry.
You have a go.
Yeah, sorry, babe. So this is a really important information that top performers in sales prospecting generate 3 times more sales meetings than the rest. Okay, this is the data from HubSpot. So yeah, let's skip the chit chat and get down to the nitty gritty. Why is sales prospecting really important? This, okay? We are currently, all the sales of our high ticket program in the agency is thanks to Tamara's department. Okay, in the prospecting department. So outbound sales is not the strategy to get more clients. It's just one of the many ways.
Strategy.
Huh?
You got to put more
Okay, it's not
enthusiasm into
the
it.
strategy to get more clients. It's just one of the many ways to acquire customers. Okay, so you can do Facebook ads, you can do Google ads, YouTube ads. So we are telling this is another way to get more clients for your business.
Yeah, it's what works for us. Doesn't mean it's the best way for everyone. It's what
Mm.
works for us.
So yeah, I have this system, okay, that I really love Lucidchart. I know a few of you, like for example, Jan and Melina, you love Lucidchart also. You more or less, but you're trying. But who thinks this is a really cool system? Yeah? How do you know? Because it's really tiny, guys. No, don't worry, because at the end of the presentation, we will give away this system, okay? In a PDF, you will see it really, really clear, okay? So,
How to create SOPs in order to properly delegate the prospecting system.
yeah,
Blueprint.
the thing is, we don't want you to do the prospecting, okay? We want you to create the SOPs and then delegate it to the correct team. So why I prefer an in-house team compared with buying lists, hiring a prospecting agency, or hire a VA, or using platforms like D7 Lead Finder? Well, buying lists, they are crap, okay? We've bought a lot of lists, and for example, we had a case that in the list there was like a restaurant in Hawaii, and we were like, we wanted to get real estate companies in a part, like in Madrid or in Barcelona, a restaurant in Hawaii, and what else did you find?
Just a lot of random stuff. It tends to be more hassle than it's worth, really.
Then hiring a prospecting agency, yeah, we've done this, but they don't understand really well your offer, your product, and then it's like time wasters, okay? Hire a VA, yeah, you can do that, but if you don't have any SOPs, any instructions, any cool tools that we are going to show you afterwards, then it's a complete waste of time. And then we have platforms like D7 Lead Finder. They are cool, okay? But they're going to give you an info ad, the phone number of the office, but we don't want that. We want to get sales from the decision maker. So yeah, we are going to start with this part of the system. We are going to go part by part. And the first part, Tamara.
Okay, we start by creating Google Sheet with specific columns and locations. Then we create the SOP with clear instructions.
Yeah, for example, we use Notion and Google Docs. You can use also ClickUp to put all the SOPs. And we use a lot Loom, right?
Yeah, we use Loom a lot.
Then we create a project in Asana with a specific weekly goals. We install these Chrome extensions that
we will go into further along.
Yeah, and then we will list all the companies by areas.
Yeah.
This is the way to do the prospecting and get, in the end, the decision makers.
Okay, so the first one, creating the Google Sheet with specific columns and locations. The way we do it in Everest Marketing is we separate, we do everything by location. So that way, obviously, if there are a few of us, you don't really want to be crashing into each other and getting the same leads or prospects at the same time. So we always go by locations. For example, I have been on Malaga for months now because of the sheer amount there are. So we start by each person has their Google Sheet and they have the location specified.
Yeah, and then, for example, this is the SOPs that I'm going to show you afterwards. That we put all the clear instructions. We have like an academy with Loom videos. So we have all this in Notion. You can use whatever, ClickUp, Asana. And then, for example, here, this is really, really important because if you want to delegate it properly, you have to put an introduction, okay? What are you looking for? E-com owners? Are you looking for, I don't know, dental clinic owners? You have to put it really, really, or for example, agency owners, okay? You have to put it here clearly. Then we put here, fill the data here, and this is a Google Sheet. Decision makers, niche, this is the areas, information, okay? This is the columns that we want, like, okay, we want the LinkedIn, name, email, phone number. Even we are trying like put in like a personalized line,
Yeah.
Correct?
The first line.
And then directories, okay? Where can we find these companies? I mean companies, not decision makers, okay? So we can find the companies in Google, we can find them in LinkedIn, maybe we can find a list of agency owners in a page, like in a directory, we can find, and we have to put it here, okay? So we can start searching in each directory. Yeah, this, for example, these are looms made by you.
Yeah,
correct?
So just basic looms, explaining how to use each tool, the process, so that anybody that joins the team can just go into the academy and easily watch everything. They're about 2 to 4 minutes long each video, so it's super easy for everyone to follow.
And then we found a new tool. I know that Killian, you know this one, Scribe. We want to start using Scribe because it's a Chrome extension. You hit start recording and you start like, I don't know, like doing an SOP, like in a Loom video. But the cool thing is that they're going to transform it into description of each step with the click, with all the details. So you can put it in Notion, you can put it in ClickUp, you can put it wherever you want. and you can put all the steps, and it will create it automatically in this platform. What do you think? Yeah, cool?
Sounds pretty
cool?
good.
Okay. So, scribehow.com, I think it is, right, Killian? Yeah. Then we have Asana. This you can use like Trello or whichever you want, and we divide it into weeks. Okay, into weeks, and every member of the prospecting team, they will put the number of prospects that they got. Okay, so for example here, it says contacts generated, and in that week she got 58 potential prospects. Okay, for what? Well, there's a tab in Asana. It's called reporting, and from that data, you can create this. Like it's really cool in Asana. Like creating this, put in all the data of the number of prospects that you generated. I can see also here in this port who is generating more prospects, in which quarter did we generate more leads also. Okay, this for example.
Okay, so these are my 5 favorite Chrome extensions. We've got Lucia, Pippi Leads, I'm sure most of you know at least Lucia. Email Finder by Voila Norbert, Find That Lead, and Seamless AI. I think it's probably best to go into more detail later on.
Yeah.
I will go into more detail.
And this is, okay, this is one of the steps that you have to list all the companies by areas. Okay, this is the first step. Then we are going to get the decision makers, and from the decision makers we are going to extract all the info. The email, phone number, LinkedIn, the home address, at what time do they cook, or like everything, okay? So we start with the list of companies, and we put the areas here in the tabs, okay? Madrid, Malaga, Barcelona, Valencia, Alicante, etc., etc. We try to find it in the directories, in Google, okay, and also in the Sales Navigator. You can find by area and type of business. So until now, is it cool or not cool? What do you think? Yeah? Yeah? Great. This is your part, Tamara.
Okay, the 5 best tools to scrape all the decision makers' information.
So yeah, this is now almost the second part, okay, of the system.
Okay, what you have to start with is, do we already have the company in the CRM? Because obviously we have loads of different companies, leads, prospects, everything in our CRM already. So we have to be sure, we can't remember, we have to be sure if they've already been contacted or not. So the first thing is check in the CRM. Obviously, if they are in the CRM, check, see if there's maybe there was an info instead of a personal email address. But don't waste too much time. You're better off just going with new ones. So if it's not in the CRM, first thing is search for the decision makers. Sometimes web pages are very helpful, and they'll have a little like a window, a tab, specifying the whole team, who the CEO is, who the sales manager, everyone, and sometimes even maybe they'll have the mobile number and their address, their email address. But that doesn't always happen. So if we don't have it that easily, we can also use the website but with specific tools. Sales Navigator, which is amazing. Directories, so we were talking about this before. This in Spain works, but depending on how companies are registered in other countries, I don't know exactly what the equivalent would be. So
we can see afterwards,
yeah,
maybe.
We'll explain the way we do it. Facebook and Instagram, although they're not kind of the norm, they do put quite a lot of information as well. Google reviews and Facebook reviews. Now this is something that no one else seems to really do, but depending on how the level of kind of stalker you're in the day, tends to work as well. Then extract contact information with my favorite tools, like I said, Lucia, Pippi Leads, Find That Lead, Seamless AI, and Voila Norbert. Then add it all to the Google Sheet, and the last step is verifying their email address with Email List Verify, which is an amazing platform, which I will also go into more detail.
Why do we do this? Why do we verify the email address?
Not many people do, so it's important to know why.
Who knows why? do we verify the email? Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, because if we drop the bounce rate, there's less opportunity to be in the spam folder at the end. Okay. Do we have another gift for him? No. No more gift?
I think I have something. It's not as cool though.
Okay, so we have this one. Okay, if you want, I can search for it and you explain the Google review one.
Okay. Okay, you got the good one. So this is an example of how I use Google reviews sometimes. Obviously, this is kind of a last step scenario because it does take a bit more time. So you do want to ensure that you've got that time, or that it's at least worth it to be using this time to even look at the reviews. But more often than not, when looking at reviews, I do tend to find helpful information like Stephen and his team. Now, this out of context maybe wouldn't be so helpful, but as I've been doing this for a while as well, I saw on the web page, I specifically remember, that there was a picture, there was absolutely no information of any kind of employee, absolutely nothing, just there was a landline and an info, there was nothing else. But there was a picture of the team, and it was a kind of, I'd say senior guy with a few kind of younger women, which really is quite clear that he was probably the CEO, at least the director, and the rest would be the team. So by saying Stephen and his team, that kind of gave me the name I needed to then work with, which we're also going to see further along. LinkedIn Sales Navigator, you can explain this one.
Yeah,
you know
the
this
cool
one
thing
too.
about Sales Navigator is that it will like divide it by tiers, okay? Like the level of importance, like the decision makers, here like another level of importance, and then, for example, the receptionist and this is really cool because you can find a lot of decision makers through Sales Navigator.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah, and this is a really cool hack from you. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so this is what I was saying by, this is what works in Spain, definitely. So in Spain, the registered, I can't even think of it in English now, the registered company
ID.
name,
Yeah,
I guess
ID.
the tax ID, let's go with that. Tax ID, if you check a web page's privacy policy, which 95% of the time you can find on their web page, you will be provided with a thief. Now, the thief is the tax ID. If you search for it, with one of these two platforms, these two pages, Info Thief or Datos Thief, you will always get the name of the owner of this company.
Yeah, like I have a question. In Austria or in Germany, do you have this type of pages?
You do?
And you can
Awesome.
see the decision makers also? Like who's the administrator and everything? Okay, cool.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay. Then with Facebook, do you want to explain this one?
Yeah, this is, for example, also from Tamara. If you see who shares the post, there's a lot of time that the decision maker is going to repost it. Okay, so you can see, for example, also my team at Costa del Property. So we know who is the decision maker in this case, and also the Facebook reviews.
Yeah.
Okay, as you can see,
Saint
this
Felipe.
Yeah. And
this is the easy one. This is the easy one. This is the one we always want but don't usually get.
Yeah.
You can see the CEOs are right there, co-owners. You've got the email address and her phone number, so easy.
So now we are going to go to the next step. We are going to extract all the information. We have the companies.
Exactly.
We have who is the decision maker. We have the name. Now the next part is let's get everything from them. Okay.
So Pippi Leads is one of my favorites. I'd probably say my favorite. Again, you can just have the Chrome extension. It's super easy. It works with LinkedIn. It'll be working there as long as you activate it. The minute that you're on the LinkedIn page profile, it's going to be working to try and scrape out that email address. And it usually gets, if it does get one, it gets the personal one. So as you can see there, it's a great little hack. Then Lucia, I think Lucia is probably one of the most known ones. Again, Lucia is also with LinkedIn, but it also gets the mobile phone. So, and it's usually going to throw in a landline or sometimes, yes, Navarin?
Which is better, Pippi or Lucia?
Well, I find that Pippi tends to get the personal one more often. So sometimes Lucia, you'll go, yeah, it's got one, and it might be an info. Whereas Pippi Lee's pretty much is always a personal one. But of course, with Lucia, you also get the phone number. So Seamless AI is one that probably I don't use as much, but this you can have on the web page and on LinkedIn. You can also do an individual search, which is super handy, and sometimes this is the one that gets the information when none of the others have. So it's also great to just have it just in case.
Yeah, like the personal email and also the phone number.
Find That Lead works with the web page. Again, it's a Chrome extension, and it is automatically already looking for all the email addresses it finds within the web page, dug in there. What I love as well is it has a handy, I don't think you can see the color. There's a little dot next to the email address, because it has the ability to tell you if it's incorrect or correct, or maybe a bit risky, as in you might end up in the spam folder. So it does everything. And also it has an individual search at the bottom. It says new search. If you already have the name and the email didn't come up, you can individually search, and 50% of the time it will actually find it. Then voila, Norbert is not one you have to go into it and specifically look. Again, you just type the name in, type the web page in, the domain, and it gives you the email. And yes, then you add it all into your Google Sheets. I like mine nice and color coordinated, but everyone can do it how they like. And yeah, okay, email list verify is my favorite, definitely. This allows you to just verify, like Marcel said before, make sure you don't end up in the spam folder too often. It will tell you if it's correct, if it's incorrect, or if it's risky, as in you may end up in the spam folder. And we do trials to see how many of the risky ones we actually end up in the spam folders, and it's not that high. So super handy.
Okay, so we add all the contact info. As you can see, we got the company, we got the decision makers, and now we have the email and the phone number. We add the contact info, we add the number of prospects into Slack and Asana to see how the prospecting team is going. Goal reached, no, okay, we analyze the situation in a Google Meet with the team, and if they reach the goal in that week, we give them karma. Okay? For example, adding the number of prospects, I create this automation where every day at 9 a.m. it sends this, this message, and then everyone in the team, in sales and the prospecting team, they will put, the deals won, how many prospects generated from yesterday, So this is really cool, because then I can see how the sales department is going. And then if they reach the goal that week, I give them karma. Who knows this extension, tool extension? No? Okay.
Oh, you're missing out.
Okay, this, you can install it for Slack, and the project manager can give like, karma is like, how would you say it? Like,
I mean, it's nothing physical, it's just a digital coin. It has no value, really. It takes you to where Marcel adds value to it.
Yeah. Then the project manager, they will give, if they reach the goals and they reach several stuff in the agency, they will give karmas, and if you reach like 360 karmas, I will give to you like an iPad or an Apple Watch, or for example, an Amazon gift card of 150 euros, a romantic dinner. So why do I do that? Like, to create a company culture, and also like,
it's an incentive for people to do that, and not just wanting to get the karmas, but some people in the team are very competitive. I'm not. As you can see, I don't work for karmas at all. No. But it is a great way, because as you can see, I think it was in 10 days I got 18 karmas, which is nearly a book. Like, I can choose any book I want on Amazon and I get it. So it's, I definitely look into it, guys. People love it.
So we have all the prospects into the Google Sheet. We will put it in the CRM. We use in this case Close CRM. And now, now we have the new prospects. What's next? The most important part, let's get sales, So I'm going to go like really fast on this because I have another workshop in Tenerife if you want to watch it in the Masterminds platform, where I detail everything here in this system, okay? But I'm going to summarize here. We send them a personalized email, okay, with a personalized line and all with like a plantilla, like a template. Sorry, yeah, with a template, but always personalized and with a Loom video explaining the things that they are not doing well in the marketing campaign. Maybe they don't have the pixel installed, they don't have
in a friendly way.
Yeah,
in a friendly way. It's friendly.
So, and then if they don't answer, we have several follow-ups until they book an appointment with us, okay, a demo appointment. But we also use, like, we call them, we use WhatsApp, we use LinkedIn message in order to get that appointment booked with the appointment setter, okay? This is now another part. It's not the prospecting team doing this, now it's the appointment setter, and then with this appointment booked, the closer will try to, the appointment booked, to decrease the no-show rate, we'll have email reminders, SMS reminders, and also several emails until we have the demo call. And this is the part of the closer where he's going to try to have the prospect accept the contract, and then when they sign it, the deal is closed. Okay, this is the most important part. How we are getting new clients thanks to the prospecting team, then the appointment setters, and then with the closers. Okay, yeah, cool, not cool, yeah, yeah, great. So, main takeaway number 3, how to build a prospecting team, our framework to hire and onboard new members, okay? I don't want you to do this. I want you to create the instructions and then hire a team of VAs that they can do this for you, okay? Prospecting manager, in this case is Tamara, and then she has like several VAs doing all the work. So, for example, how to write a job post online. I really like Upwork, but you can put this job post in Indeed, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, or Freelancer. Looking for a VA with data entry and list building experience. I put here what it does for you, what are you going to do, and what skills do you need. And with this, I posted this several days ago because we need more VAs. And the last time I saw it, it was like 70 new proposals, 70, okay, in only one day. Yeah. So if you want this, just message me in Instagram and I can send you this template. So we receive the proposal, we analyze it, we do the interviews, applicant hired, and then we start the onboarding. And this is all the system for the onboarding part, okay? We have the new member in the team, so this is all the steps for the onboarding. And we have an automation in Zapier where we hire someone, it will send automatically a message in Slack. We will also give a certificate, a digital certificate, like to welcome this new member. All the tasks, internal tasks for the project manager, for the team, like add user to Slack, create and send the email signature, add user in 1Password, etc., etc. Then the project manager will send a welcome email with a template that we created with the onboarding academy, with all the SOPs I showed you at the beginning. Okay, with all the Loom videos, the explanations how the CRM works, the prospecting part. Then they sign the contract agreement thanks to PandaDoc. Really love this tool. Complete the onboarding survey. This is a survey done with Asana. You can use Google. 10 minutes? Cool. Enough time. And this is with the Asana form. And then when they did all the steps in that email, they book a call with the project manager to see if they have any doubts and to present that new member to the team. Okay, and the last part. This is for Tamara.
Okay, so if we're struggling to get the prospect's email and phone number, these are my 3 cool hacks. Okay, hack number 1. So these are all examples. These are all things I went through, and I just put them all together so you could see how handy things that don't seem very helpful actually can be. Okay, so with Lem Real Estate, were no mention of any names on the website, no privacy policy, and no LinkedIn. Sometimes the website doesn't have the privacy policy, but if they're, how do you say it in English? If they're, let's say the tax ID name is the same as their commercial name, just by typing in the name and then TIF, then you can actually get the official tax ID.
TIF is tax ID in Spanish. Yeah. So if you put like tax ID and the commercial name, there's a possibility that it can appear in Google.
Yeah, most times it is going to work. What we do have to remember is sometimes the commercial name's different, so by doing that you might not get anywhere, but most of the time this absolutely works. Okay, so thanks to having the tax ID, we found the CEO's name. Thanks to having the name, I used Find That Lead to find the email address, and by typing in the email address to Google, I found the phone number. It came up, the first one. So it's something that seemed that I wasn't going to get anything, I got it all. Then hack number 2, property Costa del Sol. The LinkedIn was useless. They did have one, but I don't think they've ever used it. The tax ID was not to be found. The online tools didn't get any of the CEO's info. So this is Felipe from Facebook. We searched for the company on Facebook and saw someone had shared a post and was constantly sharing posts. Now you don't want to spend loads of time looking at everyone who's liking and reacting, because it could be anyone. But if someone's going to share a post, and pretty much every single post, if it's estate agents like we work with or new developments, unless they work there, it would be quite strange. So we entered his profile, and bam, he's the CEO of the company.
Yeah,
now this guy was nowhere to be found, but on his Facebook he clearly states that he's the CEO. Then I guessed his email with email list verify. Is this where I can explain this?
Yeah.
So email list verify is super handy, because how many times do people just have their first name before the domain, and that's their email address? So you can just guess, and it will tell you if you're right or not. And you can just make a few things up, and 90% of the time you're going to get it.
What do you think about this hack? Is it cool or not cool?
It's good fun. And then we found the phone number by typing in his email to Google. Again, first thing that came up was his phone number. Hack number 3, Marbella Living. This was the one that came up before as well, so there was no mention anywhere who the CEO is or who anybody that worked there was. The website, LinkedIn, Facebook, there was nothing. So I checked the Google reviews. Okay, checked the Google reviews and saw the name Stephen Dyke. Then I typed Stephen Marbella Living into, I typed Stephen Marbella Living into Google, and that's when Stephen Dyke came up, because I had the first name but I didn't have the surname. Then of course I thought, well, I'm going to check on LinkedIn, because sometimes in Malaga, at least Malaga, Marbella, there are so many estate agents that just by typing in Marbella Living, you're going to get all the estate agents. You're not going to get that specific one. So of course he was hidden, and it's not a profile that he clearly uses very much. But thanks to Lucia, we also got his email and phone number. So again, in 5 minutes we had everything.
Okay,
yes.
So a lot of stuff, a lot of tools, a lot of systems, processes. So how to get started? Design all your systems through Lucidchart or Miro or a similar platform. Create SOPs to document every process. Install the Chrome extensions mentioned previously. Try to automate several low-value tasks with Zapier. Publish a job post to start building your own team of prospecting, and then get support and accountability. Okay. Want help with that? Plug and play systems. Okay.
You're gonna do like a dance or something now.
Like this, right?
Throw yourself at them.
Okay. So yeah, this is my coaching program, 6-week. Every single week you will have a one-on-one with me, viewing all the things in your business that you can optimize, that you can create, onboarding, sales, whichever. Plug and play all my systems that I have currently, copy and paste all my automations through Zapier. I have links of Zapier of a lot of hours of work of automations that you can copy and paste and use it for your own.
The dream.
Yeah, and then work less, smarter by systemizing, delegating, and automating. Put your business on autopilot. Okay, 5 minutes, great. Okay, so if you are interested in the program or want more information, go to my Instagram and send me a DM with the word info. And also I will send the prospecting system at the beginning as a free gift in a PDF, or go to marcel.co/systems and you can schedule in for a free strategy session with me. And special mastermind offer, if you become a client by the end of this month, you will have a €1,000 discount plus an additional session with me, okay? That's all for today. If you have any questions, feel free to send a message on Instagram to Tamara or to me, and we'll be glad to answer it. Thank you very much. Any questions? Yeah.
What kind of CRM system do you use, and why you recommend to use it?
What kind of?
CRM system.
CRM. Like a tool. Which tool?
Yeah.
Okay, for example, I have two that I really, really like is Close CRM. It's from €39 until 99. We are using the 99 version because you can record the calls.
Yeah.
It gives you a lot of information.
You can put everything in there. It's super handy.
Yeah, and go high level. That's CRM. Yeah, it's really, really cool because you have also a lot of automations, SMS, calls, those two tools. Like, yeah.
If you have so many zaps, do you have the problem that some zaps aren't working right, or how do you have the control of all these zaps?
It's a good question.
It's a good question, and that's the nightmare that I face sometimes.
Yeah.
There's a really cool thing with Zapier that if there's like an error with one of the subs, it will send you an email like, hey, we didn't continue with this app because there was an error with the login of, I don't know, Facebook or whichever. So that's the cool thing about Zapier. Yeah?
Do you do 100% of your lead gen with cold outbound?
No, we are doing cold outbound and ads at the moment, and also referrals. Like that's why I'm not like selling you, hey, you have to do this only in order to get clients.
In percentage, like in terms of ads to cold outbound, what would you say?
Cold outbound. No, more cold
Higher
outbound.
percentage, yeah.
60, 40 something?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Do you have retrospectives with your team?
You have what?
Like recap calls?
Like kind of to get feedback.
Yes.
To see how everyone's doing.
Retrospective. I don't know the English.
It's retrospective, yeah.
Yeah, retrospective. Everyone can give feedback anonymous, and then we categorize the feedback and find solutions to make it better. Do you make something like this with your team?
But with prospecting or with sales?
With your team.
The team, everyone.
And with everyone?
I mean, not anonymously, but there is a lot of communication within the team.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people and everyone's remotely, but we're pretty, I think as we're departments as well and we're teams, we're competitive. So there's a lot of communication within everyone. I mean, everyone knows everyone. If
Like
there's a problem.
Like for example, the communication, I'm not sure if I'm going to answer your question. In the organization, like we have several teams, okay, because I prefer like, okay, if we have 10 clients, it's one team, we have another 10 clients, another team. At the moment we have around, three teams, and the fourth one is the sales team. And each team has their own communication with the project manager, with weekly calls, and then I have a weekly call with the managers, like the prospecting manager, sales manager, and the project managers of each team.
Okay.
Another question?
Cool. I
think that
No more questions
No,
allowed.
Okay, sorry.
we're going to be wrapping up, but
Okay.
give a big hand to Marcel and Tamara.
Thank you.